Hi everyone, Teddy Baldassarre with TeddyBaldassarre.com, and in this video, we're looking at one of my personal favorite IWCs as of late. I've been tempted to buy one of these watches. This is the Pilot 41 Mojave Edition. So if you're new to this channel, this is where we cover watches available for purchase on our website, TeddyBaldassarre.com, as an authorized dealer. So in this video, I'll do a deep dive on this timepiece, final points of consideration at the end, and also throughout this video, you have further questions, looking to buy this watch, link will be in the description down below. Without further ado, let's jump into this video and take a closer look at this IWC. When you think of IWC, two of the common aspects of the brand that come to mind quickly are its hard-to-rival history of Pilot's watches and the use of exotic materials. Today we have both with the Pilot's Watch Automatic 41 in its Top Gun Mojave Desert form, coming in a sand-toned ceramic case. As the name is going to hint, the case is meant to evoke the Mojave Desert, where the US Navy's Naval Air Weapons Station China Lake is located. The Navy's single largest land holding, with over 1.1 million acres dedicated to research and development of its advanced weapon systems. IWC is well versed in ceramic case materials, having first employed zirconium oxide ceramic in 1986 with the release of the Da Vinci Perpetual Calendar reference 3755. The Da Vinci Perpetual Calendar was an important watch for the brand, not only for its innovative Kurt Claus design movement, but also for its place in history as their first watch to use the then cutting-edge material. In the ensuing years, IWC has gone all in on ceramic across its catalog, with the material migrating into other model ranges like the Ingenieur, evolving into other formulations, including the ceramic titanium hybrid known as Ceratanium, and even a glow-in-the-dark variant called Ceralume. Colors have also taken hold within their ceramic offerings, with options that expand on basic black to a spectrum of colors, including a dark blue called Oceana, the light blue Miramar, the deep woodland green, and the blinding snow white of the Lake Tahoe series. The tan case ceramic models in the IWC catalog now number 4, with a 41.9mm chronograph, a 46mm Big Pilots model, and a 46.5mm Big Pilots Perpetual Calendar, joined by the subject of today's review, the Pilot's Watch Automatic 41 Top Gun Mojave Desert. Now, since the case material is the big story with the Mojave Desert 41, it's fitting that we start here. The technical ceramics used in the manufacturing of watch cases are comprised of polycrystalline powders such as silicon carbide, aluminum, zirconium oxide, and silicates. These are blended with additives into a mass, which is then shaped and sintered at a high temperature in a specialized oven. The additives vaporize, leaving a stable ceramic body, which shrinks by about 1/3 during the baking process. After cooling, the sand color ceramic is milled and polished to extremely high tolerances, ensuring the movement fits snugly inside the finished case. The result is a lightweight, scratch-resistant, and wearable case with dimensions that are slightly upsized from IWC's Steel Mark 20, with a diameter of 41mm, a case height of 11.4mm, and a lug-to-lug of 50.5mm. The watch would likely wear larger if it weren't for the shape of the lugs that are going to shoot straight back and having a lighter weight of the case body with ceramic. When you look at these dimensions, they're much more compact than both the Big Pilot and the Big Pilot Perpetual Chronograph, which will be much appreciated by those with average wrists, as this watch wears relatively true to size. A slightly convex sapphire crystal features anti-reflective coatings on both sides and is protected against displacement caused by changes in air pressure due to changes in altitude. Perks with IWC and their aviation heritage. Water resistance is increased to 100 meters from the 60 meters of the older Pilot's models like the Mark 18, and aided by the signed screw-down crown and solid titanium screwed-in caseback. The caseback features circular text surrounding the Top Gun engraving, a tribute to the US Navy Fighter Weapons School logo from the film series. Additionally, the case houses a soft iron inner cage that guards against magnetism. The end result is a strikingly bold look for the case, rendered in a highly technical material that feels positively tactical in desert tan. The substantial sand-colored strap features a sculpted signed titanium pin buckle bearing the IWC logo. The strap has matching tan stitching and features a textile inlay, tapering from 20mm at the lugs to 18mm at the buckle. With that universal lug width, strap options are plentiful, and you can easily pair the Mojave Desert with other rubber strap types, as well as numerous fabric options for more of a military correct look. Along with the tactical appearance of the sand-colored ceramic case, the Mojave's dial offers a similar pristine look with a matte brown dial that almost feels tropical. Unlike the black ceramic case model, there's no red Top Gun script to detract from the nearly monochromatic earth-colored theme. The dial appears as an in-cockpit flight instrument, with the tan printing offering enough legibility to read, but certainly is going to fall short of the other high-contrast norm coming from the rest of the model family. The printed elements include the trademark orientation triangle at 12, the IWC word mark below 12, and automatic above 6, simple hash marks for the minute track, and both rectangular and IWC's signature rounded Arabics marking the hours. The hour markers in orientation triangle get a shot of sand-colored Swiss Superluminova, always appreciated during night missions, and the brown-colored sword-style hands are also loomed, while the needle's second hand is not, although the far end indicating the precise second is going to be finished in tan. A step date window is sitting at the 3 o'clock position, framing a tan on brown date wheel that keeps distraction to a minimum. And the overall package for the dial is subdued and works seamlessly with the outer case material. Now, IWC has made substantial inroads towards upgrading the power reserves of its movements in recent years, and the automatic 32112 certainly succeeds in that regard with a reserve of 120 hours or 5 full days. It's a pretty remarkable achievement for a caliber that runs at 28,800 vibrations per hour or 4 hertz. The movement was co-developed with Val Fourier Manufacture, a corporate sibling within the Richemont Group that specializes in movement design, and I've worked with many brands within the group to conceptualize new calibers. The caliber 32112 uses several silicon components, including the escapement wheel and pallet lever for increased durability and magnetic resistance, working in concert with the soft iron inner cage. A bidirectional Paul winding system supplies the energy to the movement, and similar to a Peloton automatic winding system, but that's for another watch for another day from IWC, it winds the mainspring when the rotor moves in either direction, increasing efficiency in winding. This movement also hacks and hand winds, hacking stop in the seconds when you pull the crown to the farthest position, has 21 joules, an Inca block shock protection, and has a total of 165 components. Although the finishing remains hidden behind the closed caseback, it's nicely decorated with machine perlage and a circular Côte de Genève, along with an engraved semi-skeletonized rotor. So this is my first review of an IWC watch on this channel, and there's a reason why I picked this watch to be the first review that I went after. But let's go and conclude some thoughts here on some of the cons and then the pros affiliated with this piece. The first thing that I would mention for the Pilot 41 is that the lug-to-lug might overwhelm some smaller wrists. If you are on the fringe of what might be pulled off here, I would recommend taking a look at the Mark 20 instead. That is not going to give you the same level of breadth of different cool exotic case materials that we're seeing here, but that might be better suited for you if you're on the smaller wristed side of the spectrum. In addition to that though, I would just suggest you might want to try this one on before you completely write it off if you are on the fringe, but medium to larger size wrists probably are going to be at home here. You are paying a premium over some of the other ceramic case versions that you'll find out there. And then finally, given the theme of a pilot's watch and being so legible, this is not going to be the most legible watch that IWC has ever created. There's not as much contrast with the brown tropical dial with those accents of tan for the markers and indications on the dial itself. Now let's shift into the pros. And I mentioned how this was the first watch I wanted to review from IWC, and it really gets to a reason that is more subjective than it is going to be objective, but I just think this watch looks so cool. It is one that I have never seen truly replicated anywhere else. Seeing this color of ceramic tied with this dial, I love this monochromatic approach that is being brought forth, and it's a nice change of pace compared to the high contrast dials that you'll see throughout the Mark series and the Pilot series. The case finishing and the concept of using an exotic case material like ceramic is something that IWC does better than many other brands. The caliber on the inside, pretty stellar as well, getting 120 hour reserve, 5-day reserve. If you're somebody that has never had a watch with a power reserve of this length, you will find that you will be more likely to grab a watch like this if you're not someone that uses winders all the time, because this thing will just stay running if it's in your rotation regularly. And as much as I mentioned at the beginning that this could size some people out, on the flip side, I do think this wears quite well for a 41mm case. So if you are on the edge of maybe being able to pull this off, I think you lean into it. This watch is much more wearable than one might suspect, and IWC has done a nice job with changing the lug profile in some of their Pilot's watches and redesigning some things in recent years that I think allow them to be more suitable for more people out there. And I usually like to keep these reviews, at least on this channel, more about just the facts here, but I can't help myself. This was a personal review that I just wanted to be able to test out this watch a bit more before making a final decision. I could see this watch being in my collection in the near future. It's on a short list of considerations, so we'll just have to wait and see. All right, guys, well, that's all we have for this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Really do appreciate that. That does help us on this channel. But also, if you are in the market for the watch, it is available on TeddyBaldassarre.com. Every purchase from TeddyBaldassarre.com comes with quick and fast fulfillment, dedicated customer support, and a full factory warranty for all the products that we offer. In addition, how we're able to keep doing what we're doing here on a day-to-day basis for the video content, the editorial content, and written content that we have on the site and all on social is through selling watches. So if you are in the market for a watch, we'd absolutely love to have your business. Allows us to keep doing what we're doing here, and we love what we do. But guys, thank you again so much for watching. Be well, and I will see you all very soon.